was like they had a roasting session without me being there, just dogging my feet out. Hello, welcome back to our channel. This is Katrina Renee.
I'm Charles.
And I have on my pajamas and this messy hairstyle.
This is what we call a sip and talk.
Oh, what you sipping on?
I sipped mine already, so it's all gone.
Because I'm sipping on wine in my Brewmate.
What is that you got there, babe?
Well, let me show them what I have here. I'm drinking wine out of my Brewmate. Ew. This is not a sponsored video.
I was about to say, this is not sponsored. This is something she just bought.
It's not a sponsored video at all. But I'm drinking it out of my Brewmate because I basically broke all my wine glasses.
Yes, somehow or another, one by one, all of the wine glasses are broken.
Yeah, I bought this because I saw like a ad for it on Facebook. And I was
They got you?
But they got me. However, I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all, okay? It's not as good as I thought it was gonna be. Like, as far as it says, it's supposed to keep your cold drinks cold, and my drink does not stay cold.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why that happens.
Why?
Because you only put like 3 ice cubes in there. It's not enough.
I don't care if the ice cubes chill my wine. When I'm drinking it, if my wine is chilled, then this should be chilled throughout the process, right?
Is the wine still cold when you're drinking it?
Yeah, it's cold when I'm drinking it. So it's supposed to sustain the temperature, and it doesn't. I don't care. It does not sustain it. So yeah, I will keep it though because I can't break this. So yeah, now I do have a link in the description box below though. No, this video is not sponsored. However, you know how you buy something, you get a link.
Sponsored. You sure it's not sponsored?
Yeah, it's not sponsored. I promise to God, everything I love.
Sponsored every time you talk.
Legit, it's not. I promise it's not. If it was, I would tell y'all. Anyway, that's against YouTube rules for me to lie to y'all. It's not sponsored. The link is in the description box below. I think you can get like $5 off if you use my code. I'm not certain. But yeah, there y'all go. So today's video is actually going to be a story time, and that video basically are showing y'all how we met.
More or less, how I wooed her, because that's exactly what happened.
No, he didn't.
I had to lay the Mac down.
Anyway, so we met like in 2012. When did Mark Anthony get married? 2012. It was 2012 because we moved to Texas in 2012.
Was that all the same year?
It was all in the same year. We like to say we were on a fast track, okay? Because we were.
It's just hitting me like how quick everything went.
So basically, Charles and I have a mutual friend, and we were both invited, which we didn't really. He's 4 years older than me because he's old as crap. So we never were in school together ever, but we're from the same hometown. And at this time, he was living in Florida, yes, and I was living in Kansas City. We didn't really care about each other, to be quite honest with you.
We went on a cruise with Mark and Ebony for their wedding, and everybody got on the boat. We kind of met up with each other, everybody that went to the wedding the first day. And I remember she came on there, and I said hi to her, and she just looked at me, and I said, oh, okay, well, cool.
You missed a whole bunch of stuff.
Anyway,
I'm
talking about the first day. I'm just
all right, you just missed a bunch of stuff though. I was telling, I was giving them like the beginning of the story. Like, this is how we came to meet on this ship, and this is why we were there. So anyway, those mutual friends that we had were getting married, and so they invited people out to their wedding, and they ended up getting married on a cruise. Anyway, I think that's probably why we like to cruise together, because I really enjoyed myself on that cruise. But we get there, and mind y'all, I had just made up in my mind, literally right before we went on this trip, I had just made up my mind that I was going to be single until I was 30 years old. Legit. I didn't want to be in no relationship. I just wanted to be single and just live my life. I'm just going to be me. I ain't trying to be with nobody. So March, I was like, you know what? I'm not dating anybody. I'm just going to be single and live my life.
And then I came along, and she started hearing Barry White in her head.
Lies.
And she just couldn't resist.
He said when he first met me, he spoke to me, and I didn't speak back to him.
She didn't.
He's lying.
I said it in such a manner to where she could have heard me. She could not have not heard me.
Okay, question. Were you speaking to me to get to know me, or were you just speaking to be nice? Or were you speaking to me because you was like, okay, well, she's single, I'm single, we'll cruise together?
I was speaking just to be nice.
Great, and I said hi back just to be nice.
You didn't even say hi.
You did, because before we went on the cruise,
you did something that was like real bougie.
I did not.
Oh, okay, well.
I didn't. Before we went on the cruise, legit, y'all, in my inbox on Facebook, this is back in the day when people was Facebook messaging all the time, I got an inbox from one of the friends from their crew, which is what they call it. And I think I still have that message. It's probably archived, I don't know. And he was filling out the scene. So he was like, what's up? I know you're going on a cruise. blah, da, 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 da. And in my mind, I'm like, dude, listen, I'm going on this cruise to get away, to get a break. I ain't thinking about nobody. I'm going to watch my friend get married and enjoy my first time to Jamaica and my first cruise ever. I am not trying to listen to what nobody got to say, so I played him off. So when I get on the ship, naturally, their crew is all together. He's a part of the crew, and he's like, what's up? And I wasn't trying to be mean, stuck up, or bougie, or anything. I had my shades on. It was sunny as mess outside because we left out of Florida. I was already tired because it took my taxi almost 2 hours to get from the airport to the cruise terminal. He comes up, what's up? And I was like, hey, I don't know you, bro. I didn't know you. What did you want me to say?
Like, just be a little nicer about it. That's all.
Nice for what? Oh, did you see that? Ain't that what Drake's song called? Yeah, nice for what? Ain't that a Drake song? Come on, that was a good one.
Maybe you're aging yourself right now. You need you to stop.
Anyway, okay. This how I know they was on some mess. This why I'm glad I did what I did. What did you do after you claim I dissed you or I was being stuck up? What'd you say to your friend? The one that inboxed me, the one that messaged me on Facebook, by the way.
I said, hey man, you can have her, dude. She stuck up, she bougie, I don't even want her.
You can have her. Do you hear that? First of all, he can have me like I'm some property. You can have her like you even had a chance anyway. Like,
well,
no.
Here we are. So
well, here we are. We'll get to why we are where we are. However, this is exactly why I was acting the way I did, because I didn't want anybody thinking.
I actually forgot about that.
Yeah, well, I didn't. I didn't want nobody thinking we was about to hook up on this trip, because it was not happening. First thing out this man's mouth was, yeah, man, you can have her. She being bougie or stuck up. What? This is why women don't talk to y'all. Nice for what?
Was being bougie, man.
I wasn't. So anyway, throughout the process of us being on this trip, there were other single girls. This dude was talking to us. Or trying to.
I wasn't trying to.
He bought everybody a drink but me, because he didn't buy me no drink.
I was single. I had extra money then, and so I wasn't trying to hook up with nobody.
You lies. You wasn't trying to go with me on that trip, on that shit?
No, it was not a purpose of me trying to hook up with you, but I just was like, I mean, you know.
We gonna get to that.
In that beginning phase, I was just like, you know what?
You don't know what this could turn into, or?
Nah, I just wouldn't.
Dude, this story for real though, it's probably taking a long time, but y'all just watch it and watch it to the end, because it's pretty funny, it's pretty juicy, and then the end result is this. So it's pretty okay, right? All right. So we get to, babe, where did we go? All I remember is going to Jamaica. We were going for the actual ceremony, the wedding. And while we're at the wedding, we get on the boat, the shuttle, to go to pick up his parents from one of my favorite resorts.
My dad married.
He officiated the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all right, if y'all seen my Q&A from like 2 years ago, I was pregnant. Y'all probably haven't seen it because everybody is new. So I'm just gonna put it out there. I have ugly feet. Okay. Do you know what I'm about to say? Because you know what the hell I'm about to say.
Wait, you talking about what Whitney Johnson?
Brad. Listen.
My homeboy got on her feet. Okay. My wife is beautiful, she is. She's a little challenged in the feet department.
Nah,
okay?
they real challenged. My daddy did us wrong. We got ugly feet and fingers. It's not even fair.
Yeah.
I mean, they real ugly, like they real ugly. But I don't care. I still wear sandals and flip flops and everything. I do not care.
She rocked them bad boys.
You ain't ever done lie. I'm gonna get them done for this trip.
Anyway, my homeboy got on her pretty good. And I just laughed because it was funny.
That's not how it happened. That's not how it happened. So what happened was we get on the shuttle. I'm minding my business. I'm here to see my friend get married. I'm happy for her. Not only did my friend get married there, but my brother and his wife had just got married before we went on that trip. And they were already in Jamaica, so we picked them up from their resort too. I was excited to see them. I didn't know nobody on that ship but Mark and Ebony. So I was like, all right, cool. We get on the dang on shuttle and I hear snickering and stuff. And then I look over and I see his friend looking at my feet laughing. And I'm already like, you know what? I've been having these feet for 26 years. What you looking at? So I'm like, what you laughing at? And then come to find out the day before, they was all talking about my damn toes. It was like they had a roasting session without me being there, just dogging my feet out like it was nobody's business. You know when I found out? The next day, We were on a shuttle. He was probably salty because I didn't give him no play. Your boy was probably salty because I didn't give him no play. So they just decided to have a roast session on my feet.
No, it was just because your feet was pretty jacked.
But you talked about them though. So with the same feet you dogged that and talked about, you rub them every night now. So whatever.
I got husband responsibilities. That's all right.
Yup, you better get them husband responsibilities in. So we head to the beach, which it was super beautiful. I wish we could kind of just rewind time and do that whole entire trip again. It was so much fun. But
wait, you talking about the Caymans or?
I'm talking about Jamaica now when we were on the beach. When
they got married, yeah.
So we get to the beach and we're sitting there and they have everything like all set up and stuff. And I was thinking to myself, I sure could not have been a bridesmaid. I'm glad that I wasn't because they didn't have any shoes on.
Yeah, because it was in the sand. It was right on the beach.
They had foot jewelry on. And then they had to take pictures of the foot jewelry for her memories. And I was like, oh, thank God she didn't ask me to be a bridesmaid because I was not about to put that foot jewelry on my feet and have my feet in the picture looking crazy like gorilla knuckles.
Didn't you say you was trying to tuck your feet in the sand?
Yeah, no. And when we were taking pictures, I put my feet in the sand because they dogged my feet out. So I was like tucking my feet in the sand. We get to the beach and Charles was just so handsome, y'all. Like I wasn't looking at him like that, but like when I go back and look at the pictures and I'm like, damn, my husband was super handsome back there. I wasn't even showing him no love or nothing. That's because he was trying to love on everybody and their mama.
I was not.
You were.
I wasn't.
You were. But we get to the beach and his mom is there, and somehow or another it came up that Charles was like his mom did what most moms with sons do who ain't got a wife. They're like, oh, Charles is available, you're available, what's up? And so his mom was basically like, it was so weird. It was like out of nowhere. I don't know how the conversation came up.
I think it's because you were single and I was single, so she probably just...
I was like, what? Ma'am, please, I'm cool. I'm about to be single for the next 6 years. I'm good. But I do think that that's what sparked that comment from his mom is kind of what like opened my eyes to, okay, he is a little handsome. Let's see what we're talking about here.
What day is that we kind of really started hanging out on the ship together?
So it was at the club. It was like it was the night before we left.
No, it was, okay, no, because there was one night when we was in there, it was in the cigar lounge, remember?
Yeah, that's right.
And we were like singing along to the, I think it was like reggae people over there singing.
Probably so.
And I was smoking a cigar and she was just there, I think.
He was in a cigar lounge and they had good music.
Yeah, they had like some Jamaican reggae.
Oh, you did buy me a drink in the cigar lounge. You did. You bought me, yeah, you did. I think you did.
Yeah, I was just, I mean, I had a little extra cash then, so, you know.
I got all his cash now.
Yeah, it cleaned me up pretty good now. But,
shut up.
You know, back then I had a little extra cash.
Then we really hit it off the night before the cruise was over. We ended up going to the club, which was like so much fun. We went to the club on the ship.
We had a real good time that night.
We did.
Like,
we did. It's funny because the Vista, no, it wasn't the Valor. The Valor's club was identical to the Freedom Club.
The most recent trip we took on the cruise.
Yeah.
It was really similar to that one. And we had a good time to go.
We really did. I think them older ships got it right with the clubs, but whatever. So we go to the club and of course I'm drinking, and at this time, for all the haters, I didn't know about rum runners. So I was just like charging my room like boom, 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 boom. I left out of there, I spent like $300 on liquor. Like I will never do that again. Like what? I'm about to try to stink this up on here. But somehow we ended up like kicking it off. And then I was super drunk, and Charles is just like a super gentleman. Even now he is, you know, he's still a good gentleman. He's very gentlemanly. And you know, in the beginning of our marriage, I had to remind him that you don't need to be gentlemanly with nobody but your wife and your mom and your sister. Okay? Yeah, he would get in trouble for that a lot in the beginning, y'all.
Let's just put it this way. If you're a woman and you're not one of those 3 ladies that she named, then I can't even mess with you. If you are stuck on the side of the road, sorry, find somebody else.
They have AAA. So they have dads or brothers or whatever. I guess I have been drinking a little bit, but we've been dancing and stuff real good. And we went to the bar and we sat at the bar for so long and we just had good conversation. Like the conversation was it was so good. It just felt good to just talk, you know? I don't know, it just was a good time. And I remember I said something like, it feels good to be able to sit here and just converse with you. And you don't remember this, probably did remember? And he was like, I think I like you even more now. And I was like, why? And he was like, because you said converse and not conversate. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
I don't even know how I remember because I was so drunk.
Because people just be like, conversate, conversate.
You gotta know when to use it. I like to consider myself sophisticated, so I know when to use it, when not to use it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, from that point, like, he kind of stuck by my side because I got really, really drunk. Like, I was like drinking my butt off, and I think he bought my drinks in the bar and everything, and so
I bought quite a few drinks that night for everybody.
Yeah, because he was thotting it out. Pimping it out. So we ended up.
You gotta plant your seeds, man. See which ones grow.
Boy, bye.
Yeah, blossom.
You blossomed. You got to be kidding me. Shoot. So we left the bar and we went over to like the corner of the club with everybody else that we were with. And I'm tipsy, right? But I'm still not stupid. So the guy who was trying to hit me up on Facebook, he may beg to differ or say something different, you know, to them later on. The guy who was trying to get with me on Facebook, Charles was friends with him, so they went over there and talked. And I saw him sneak Charles his room key.
All right, let me tell you why you had to. Okay. All right. So
why?
I was rooming with 2 older women. My brother was supposed to come and he bailed at the last minute, and I would have had to pay for a whole room by myself. And I was like, I don't want to pay for a whole room, like. So.
But why he give you the key though? That ain't gonna do him giving you the key.
Because I was rooming with 2 older women.
Great. So what?
So he gave me the key because he was like, hey, just in case you need it, you know, I know you're in the room with, you know, 2 other ladies or whatever.
So the reason he gave you the key was the reason why I left your ass. And all these years, he's never admitted that. He's always said, he didn't give me no key. He didn't give me no key. This is the first time that he has ever admitted in the 6 years we've been together that he gave him the key just in case. But guess what? Honey, my spidey sense was on because I saw him slip you that key. He tried to do it smooth, but he didn't.
Hey, but all I know was I turned back around and she was
gone.
I was like, damn, where did she go?
Hell, now you weren't about to get none of this. And I wasn't
even planning on doing anything.
But his dude gave him the key.
I mean, what we do?
And you lied about all these years.
What do we do, man?
I can't even believe you. So anyway, I saw him slip that key. I was drunk in the mug. I don't even remember how I got to my room because I was literally in the stomach of the ship. I was on the very, 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 very bottom. I was like on deck 1 in the interior room in the very back of the ship. So I made it to my room. How did you find me? Because did I give you my room number? I didn't give you my room number.
Somebody else gave me a room number and I called down there.
You didn't call? Oh, you didn't call because it was hella late. Rashida was asleep.
I didn't call?
No, my roommate was asleep. And so what I did.
Somebody told me a room number. I don't remember who it was, but somebody told me a room number.
Listen, I went down. I don't even think I showered. I was so drunk, but I took off my clothes and put on my pajamas. I laid down. The next thing I know, I heard knocking on the door. I'm like, who knocking on this door at 3 o'clock in the morning? I opened up the door and it was this dude.
I said, get dressed, boo.
That's not what you said. He was mad.
I don't remember what I said, honestly.
He had an attitude. He had a literal attitude. He was like, what are you doing? Why did you just leave? You just left, didn't tell anybody where you were going. I look up and you were gone. You're drunk. Like, he was real, like, it was like an attitude but concern, and I didn't understand where the concern was coming from because we didn't really know each other like that. So
You was still pretty drunk though. I mean, you know, I know we was on a cruise ship, but you know.
The attitude though. You know what he told me? He was like, you need to put some food in your belly, so get some clothes on and let's go. I was like, what? Then I was like, I'm sorry.
What do you say? They don't like that aggressiveness? Don't believe it.
It just depends. It took, like, legit, I think it took it to another level when he came and found my room. And then he didn't even come on some other stuff. He came and was like, why you just roll out like that? Like, you were drunk, didn't know where you were going, looked up, you were gone, you need to eat some food. And he literally, like, waited for me to get my stuff on. And he waited outside of my room door. I got my clothes on. Yes. And do you remember where he took me?
To the pizza place that you love so dear.
I love that place. I actually can't wait to go on another cruise just so I can eat some of that pizza. But you said we went to the pizza place. So the next day, you know, we were out for a while. The next day we got up. Well, we weren't together, but I got up and I was like, dang, I don't have his phone number. I don't want to like reach out to my homegirl and ask her because I didn't want nobody in my business. You know, I just kind of wanted to see where it would go. I was like, okay, I don't know how I'm gonna get a hold of this dude, but I just want to tell him thank you. Like, I was so grateful that he came and like checked on me. I really appreciated that. And so I looked him up on Facebook, found him on Facebook. I think I just sent him a message. And so low-key, I was like, let's just see where this goes, because at that point I had like little butterflies and stuff in my little belly. So I sent him a message, and I'm pretty sure I still have that message. On June 16th at 9 o'clock in the morning, we have Dr. 8. Thank you for taking care of me last night. I would have been a mess without you, LOL. And then he goes, we're fine. I had a great time conversing with you. Our very next message was August 28th, and this is what he says. How you doing, babe? So basically by that time we were already a couple. So the cruise is not how we dated, the cruise is how we met. And then we ended up dating because he came to the reception. It was like 2 weeks later. And we hit it off like 100%. Like we had our first kiss and everything that weekend. And then the next month on July 23rd, we made it official. Like we were dating. And I think we were engaged within 8 months of us dating, and then we were married a year later. He already knew when we first met. We both talked in depth about what we wanted. Are we gonna be in a, it's just like a, you know, friends with benefits? Is this just a sexual thing? Or what are our goals? And like we both were marriage minded. When I first met him on a cruise, I wasn't, but then as I got to know him, I was like, man, he's gonna be good husband material. We were both marriage minded, and so there was really no need for us to wait for a long time, I don't think.
I was cool with it.
Yeah, so that's how we met on a cruise ship.
And we got married on a cruise ship.
So that is our story time of how I met my husband on a cruise ship.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time video. In the meantime, in between time, to the next time. Bye.
Yes.
Bye.